Can't really make you love me. I can't
make sure.
So we are back. This is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host with the most toast, Friday Ricky Dred, aka Media Brick, aka More Fire, and somewhere on the screen to me.
It's me, PK Herc. I guess that's my cue. Yeah, I'm here, PK Herc. You done know. Episode 178. Let's get it in. 12 weeks, 13, 14 weeks of Corona now. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, let's go.
You say you have COVID fatigue?
I got hangover.
Jeez. Oh, man. Savy, what you saying?
Not much. Hope everybody's good.
Jeez.
I'm annoyed. I'm over it.
Annoyed much?
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm sick of this Zoom. And yeah, I'm over it.
Well, we'll be back in the studio next week for the fam time, for the last week of the month. We look forward to that.
Almost, it's like a field trip.
You know what I'm saying?
First field trip in like weeks. It's awesome.
We're in phase one. We're in phase 1 too.
What do you mean? We're doing a
For them.
6 views field trip.
For them.
Yeah,
For them.
True.
Yeah.
We be on field trips. We be on field trips all the time.
Yeah, you all get out the crib like crazy. What the hell?
You gotta know
They
how
got
to
a
protect
they got a better budget.
Yeah.
Facts, all facts.
Shout out the budget guy.
I have to holler at the accountant.
Quick shout outs. Everybody who went back to work this week, shout out to you. I see Toronto still on lock, so just take your time and get back into the groove of your life in the city. Shout out House of Healing and Hercs. I said it right this week because I've been saying it wrong. Get your Panani steams, smokers blends, bath salts. Hit her up to see if there's CMOS.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I don't hit her up either way, but see if there's CMOS. I'm not 100% sure if it's stocked right now. What else? Shout out to team for sure. Thank you so much.
Gang.
Keep watching our teams and stay tuned. Keep it going.
Hey.
Co-host, not co-host.
Guttz. That's your cue.
Right?
I was like, what?
Co-host, not co-host.
I didn't catch that one. But big up yourself. Big up everybody. Thank you. I gotta big up the team again. Thank you for yesterday. Special, or would it be the day before yesterday when this airs? I guess. Whatever.
Epic.
That was legendary. And yeah, just shout out Toronto. You're still not doing good, but just fix up like always. There's been a lot of good music that's been coming out lately too. Shout out everybody that's been putting out music. And yeah, just Toronto, just do better as a city. Let's do better. Let's come together. Stop the effery. And yeah, shout out 6 Views TO Uncut, like always. And that's it. Sorry guys, I'm out of it.
Shout out your do-rag too at the same time. Do-rag.
Oh yeah, Dewey Game's gonna be strong next little while.
The Dewey.
I was gonna say, are you gonna do rag plug or something?
The people them are asking where you got the do-rag from.
Yeah.
I can't give that out. I'm waiting for them to hit me and we can get together, so I'm not giving them that on just yet.
Oh, so the business hasn't been finalized yet.
Yeah, it hasn't been finalized, but the Dewey Games are gonna be strong for the next couple of weeks. Can't lie.
Cause you're looking like you're the plug right now. What's going on?
I'm saying I'll switch it up a little bit.
You might have to provide some Deweys for the boy. Jeez.
Oh boy, your name is Friday.
No, I'm not talking about me. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
boy.
Gucci Gooch. What do you say?
Yo. Just chilling. But I'm working though. I'm working behind the
Seen
scenes.
that.
So, you know.
BTS
You know what I
Gooch.
mean? Gucci lifestyle. We working. But other than that, shout out to the team, of course. You know what I mean? Shout out to the supporters. Shout out for people that's watching. Let me tell you guys a story because it's so funny. Like 2 days ago, I went to the convenience store and I ran into some some guy and he's like, yo, you're from the podcast? I'm like, yeah. He's like, Gucci, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, sick. So I was like, wow. I was like, okay. It's really, it's more people's coming, you know? So you guys are support. Thank you guys for watching. And, you know, shout out to Clear Sky Studios. You know what I mean? Working with that behind the scenes. And yeah, just here. Chilling.
Gucci looking like royalty. You know what I'm saying?
The man said, hold on, yo, that's Gucci from Wheeler Hip Hop.
Hey.
So
Big.
Gucci's gonna be Friday and Herc now. So Gucci, for future, when you get stopped in the street, you have to catch that person's name.
Yes.
Okay?
Catch their name and then give them a shout out.
That would be great. So you can do a good shout out for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a little story. So I'm walking the other day down the street and like I'm with my girl, you know, whatever. And I see these guys, you know, I'm watching them see how they react, whatever. They're looking, whatever, you know, like that's just one guy, the man looks at me. I look back at them. I was like, yo, we love hip hop. Yo, I'm telling you, this is like some construction dude, bro. Like, white guy does not look like he listens to flipping a hip hop podcast at all. Man's like, yo, we love hip hop. I was like, yeah. And I just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, yo, you'd be surprised. Don't worry, Gucci. It gonna happen more.
It gonna happen more.
Guts, you get stopped in the street yet?
No, just in the comments. Like, leave me alone, fam. It's not my fault, right?
Gucci, also, they be saying you be looking hella frost in these comments.
Oh yeah.
Because we are.
Okay.
Not you, Gutsy. Gucci. They be talking about the guy in last week. They were like the guy in the Chiefs hat. He's looking frost. I was like, oh, for you. Last week they said the same thing. Like,
yo, he's got that fire.
Okay, so
He's getting
Gucci,
that fire.
let me ask you a question based on these comments now that we were talking about the comment gang scrum, okay? Is it bad to call you Gooch? Because some girl came at my neck like, yo, the man really called him Gooch. Pause. I'm like, what the f***? My line. Like, what did I say wrong? Can you... Am I wrong?
Nah. It's just a lot of people copy Gooch too. Like they just cut it short, and I actually like that because obviously this Gucci man, you know, and there's a lot of people say Gucci, so you know.
Yeah.
I kind of prefer that, but
Gooch.
nothing. I like that. Yeah, I like that. To be honest.
She tried to make
your
me
comment, little girl. It's all right.
She tried to make me put a pause on that. Damn. But I want to give a quick set of shout outs here. Shout out to the essential workers as usual. You know, whoever is still in that essential bracket. Shout out to the people who are listening on SoundCloud, all the people who are listening on iTunes, Spotify, all the listening platforms, all the people who watch us on YouTube. Big up to all of y'all. We're steadily moving towards 10,000 subscribers. I really want to rate y'all and give y'all a big round of applause. The audience out there, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, straight up. Yeah, like
9,860.
Yeah, and like I in the back end, you know, I'm a back end junkie. Pause, right? And I'm always looking at like how the growth of the subscribers are. Yo, the subscribers went exponentially, like double the amount of subscribers over the last couple of months. So big up to all the people who've been subscribing, you know what I'm saying? Love y'all, like cook food. We're stuck in phase 1, yo. Are we
What
trying
do you
to?
mean?
We're like, okay. For example, if you're driving and you go past Steels, you can go grab a meal. You come back down the other side of Steels, no meal.
Also, when you're in Vaughan, Peel Region.
Yeah.
Nope. PO region
Or-
is still closed.
Sorry, I mean Vaughan, but I'm not Peel Region. Vaughan. Sorry.
Vaughan.
York is still actually closed technically.
Peel's the worst, fam.
Unless they're considering Vaughan a part of the GTA, but it's still not open over there either.
Oh,
So what are they talking about then? Markham. So like right above the Steels line?
Markham, yeah. So Markham, Stouffville, King City is open. Beyond Brampton, I think it's beyond Oakville also. They should be open. West, not west, east. East, they're open.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pickering, Ajax, and them.
I don't know if Durham's open for you to go into the restaurant and eat yet. I don't think that's open yet.
But like if
But
you're in pick
I'm not 100%
Peterborough and stuff like that, you're good to go.
Those
basically.
places are open.
Yeah. We're like in a box of the vid. Like we're the only ones who can't come outside.
Come
And
outside. Come outside.
Yeah, in Montreal.
I was thinking the same thing, Gooch. I mean, Guts.
Because they're the two major cities. That's the reason. They're two main cities that generate the most income. That's where the most traffic is.
And I guess the highest density of people and Ray Tay they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but they're also there's keying cars up in the cabins. The American guys, the American people that have cabins in Canada, their cars are getting keyed. They're being targeted by the locals. They're saying, I've seen that on the news.
what?
Yeah. So Americans that have cottages in, like, I guess, in Canadian areas, they're somehow getting across the border, going to their thing, and then their cars with American plates are being keyed up.
Well, you shouldn't have been shooting black people. I don't know.
Well, maybe that has something to do with it too. But yeah, that's what I see on the news.
And to Florida, Houston, it got spiked, bro. Like the numbers went back up. So
Duh.
and those places reopened, and I don't know, hey man.
Do you remember the stuff that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago with the parties and all that, man? Like that was like it was going to happen. I don't know why they never seen that coming. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like all of us were kind of COVID fatigued. Like, I know I am. I like even coming into the show today, I was like, oh man, like I'm getting outside. Not that them are not getting outside at all, but like all of these rules and all that. Like
It's enough now.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna like when like I have to interact with certain people again, and like the way everything might go back to the new normal. But
yo, don't say that again, eh?
I'm over it.
Don't say that again, eh?
No, I'm be real.
Don't say that again.
What,
eh?
the new norm?
Yeah, don't say that again, eh?
Oh,
Don't brainwash yourself. Don't brainwash yourself. There's nothing new and there's nothing normal about this, bro. Don't follow that foolishness.
But Herc,
don't follow that foolishness.
If we fell back, so are you saying that we're gonna fall back into the same routine?
No, but don't be calling it the new norm. Like, nah, don't
what are we
do that.
supposed to
That's
call
like
it?
the new Raptors. That's like the new
What do we call
Raptors.
it? What do we call it?
Don't call it the new norm. Don't follow that shit.
Can you give us
Don't
a
follow that
suggestion?
shit.
The normal
I'm not
normal.
Live life.
follow.
Just live life, man.
It's not
Live
a follow.
life.
I'm just
Live
asking.
life. Live life, man. Live life. Okay, don't just follow that saying. Oh, it's the new norm. Just live life. Live life. Yeah, you have restrictions. You have things you have to do, but just live your life, man. Don't be following this. Oh, that's the new norm. This is the new norm. Nah, man. Bun that.
No, but I'm gonna live my life the way I want to live the life. But at the end of the day, it's still this is what the new world like. This is what life is gonna be looking like. It's the new world, bro. Like at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, it's the new world.
Yeah. All right.
I hear what both y'all or all y'all are saying. Like that way of thinking is like what they've been trying to get us into from time with the whole new world order talk and all that. That's like we're finally here, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is kind of is.
That's my opinion.
Sense.
That's me. That's just me. You want to say it? Go ahead. That's you. You guys want to use that term? Be my guest. Go right ahead.
Well, that doesn't make anybody feel like they want to use it.
It's the new normal, fam. At the end of the day, that's what it is.
You're a big man. You can do what you do. Everyone does what they want, right? So that's just me.
All right. Well, there is one thing that has been killing up the news right now, or not killing up the news. Bad choice of words. My bad. R.I.P. to Richard Brooks, the man shot in Atlanta.
Oh, and the Burger King.
RIP.
The Wendy's, actually.
Wendy's. Sorry, Wendy's parking lot. Yeah, sorry, Burger King.
Yeah, like
Yeah, Wendy's.
he had a confrontation with police. They said that the people in the Wendy's called and said that the man was sleeping in his car.
In the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fell asleep in the car in the drive-thru. He had two interactions
So that's a
before
point,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, he had an interaction before he got into the confrontation where he ended up dying. Where the officer came up to him in the car, must have talked to him, and then whatever, say, yo, you know what? Pull out of the man moved out, like his car, he had to have moved his car out of the drive-thru line.
Yeah.
Right? And pulled over somewhere else and was reasoning with them. And then when they went to go to arrest him, the man just went into UFC mode.
Well, there was like the taser grab and all of that too. That's
what I'm saying.
Play.
There was a struggle on the floor. They tried to tase him. The man grabbed the taser. He ended up disarming the Fed for the taser. He got up. He starts running. The man turns to let go of the taser. The cop drops his taser as the man's running. The cop drops his taser, draws for his gun, and just bakes him. Bop, 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 bop. As the man lifts the taser to pop off, the cop hit him. Because the man, I guess the cop must have had some like intuition or something. Yeah. Because the man, like, as he actually stopped, he started running and the man had the thing. The man, like, got rid of his taser and went for his gun. You understand? But then the man's lawyer is saying that, yo, there's cases where police will fight blue in the face and say, yo, a taser is not lethal weapon. It doesn't deserve lethal force. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what's going on right now because the cops will fight in court, blue in their face, say, nah, a taser is not a deadly weapon. There's no need for escalate it to deadly force or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But right away, the man, as he raised the taser, the man hit him center mass, bro, or whatever, side, whatever, right by the arm shot. Blah, 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 blah. That was it.
What they're saying right now... Sorry, go Guttz.
To me, it was like the convo. They were having like a good 5 minutes, and you could tell the man was intoxicated. He could have just been like, yo, you know what? You're intoxicated, bro. I'm gonna just drive you home and end all this. Because I watched the video even before like I knew what it was. And it seemed like one of those videos where just a black guy was interacting with a cop and it was like all fun and jokes until the end. And I was just like, bro, it didn't
escalate.
It went left.
Escalated so quick.
He knew he was intoxicated. Just like, yo, bro, you're intoxicated. Everything's going on. I'm gonna just drive you home. Where do you live?
Or not even, you know what? Call someone to come pick you up. Like, that's where it could have led to. It didn't need to lead to, all right, you know what? You're under arrest. You're going to jail. You know, and then the man he had fight or flight. And the man decided to fight, and then he tried to flee, right? And then they shot him. But, yo, they'll fight in court, blue in their face till they say, yo, it's not a lethal weapon.
Well, just to add a little bit of more information to this case right now, the cop has been charged with, felony murder, and he's facing life or the death penalty. They're looking for him to be detained. Wow. He might be detained by the time this is out. Like, he might have turned himself in or whatever. But, like, he's on charges. They said that after that he shot they shot the man, there was a space of time between them calling the ambulance, and that was a cause for concern too, right?
Yeah.
But they said that there was some type of taping, and don't quote me, but like him saying something like, the cop saying like they kicked the man after he died. Once they found out that he was dead on the ground. You know what I mean? Wow. So there's a lot more to that story. So like the cop is there, the people, like all that justice that everybody's been looking for now, like where cops are supposed to get like at least some kind of charges, maybe not a conviction, but the charges that they're supposed to have, now they're coming out.
Yes, but you have also heard about these people being hung? They find like 3 or 4 black men or black people in general being hung, and they're trying to say this is suicide.
It's all suicide.
Yeah, I've seen some
COVID related. They're trying to say some of it is COVID vid related. You know what I mean? Like people are getting all of this fatigue or whatever, and but listen to me.
Like mental health.
I'm sorry, mental health or not, but I don't think any black person is gonna hang themselves. Like in this climate, unless they're trying to trigger something that's not like, I don't know, man. It's a very sticky situation right there.
They could be Antifa.
You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. But whatever. I don't think it's suicide. I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Going back to the Rashard Brooks thing really quick, the Georgia sheriff, he says, yo, that was completely justified. And he's a black man too, by the way.
Wow.
Just to show you, like, this is why when I say we got to work on ourselves, like, we have an issue.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
100% we have an issue. But it starts back from the slave days, the Willie Lynch mentality, bro. Put strong against weak, light against dark, young against old. You know what I'm saying? Pretty versus ugly in those days, whatever, if you want to say that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're still living it out to this day, bro.
Facts.
Once we can realize we can break the cycle, like they say, break the cycle, break the chain, you know, people make vows like, yo, my son's never gonna go, or my kids are never gonna see the things that I've seen or do the time I've done. You understand?
Yeah.
So once we get to that place where we're like, you know what? We, like you said, we need to fix ourselves.
Yeah. Anybody else got any thoughts on this before we get to something a little bit more upbeat?
Gucci, what's your thoughts on this, man?
With the cop killing, like, obviously this, you know, like, it goes to the same shit that keep happening. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, you know, once you're black, they don't really care. They're ready to grab their gun and shoot. Like, they're not gonna. If it was someone white, I bet you he wouldn't grab his gun. He would have chased him. Even if that guy had the taser, you still like just run after him. You wouldn't just grab his. You're not itching for his gun, like, you know, to go shoot him. He probably had to, like, he been wanting to do something to him, like, you know, after, and especially now you're telling me he kicked him after, like, come on, like, he wanted. You could tell, like, just don't like niggas, like, it's like a kind of like a racist thing, so, you know.
Totally,
but yeah, like.
But they've been saying all these places are in, you know, that they got Ku Klux Klan members, white supremacy members up in high-ranking positions, even from the low patrolmen to the chief of police. I'm not saying in one division, but they're there. Those white supremacists and all of those people, they're there that hate black people. They're in high-ranking positions, government everywhere.
You don't have to kill someone. Like, you have a team. You call for a backup. You could get a dog. He's not gonna run. He could run, but, like, he can't hide. You feel me? Like, you could corner him. You have a team. You don't have to pull out your gun and actually kill someone. Like, you just call a backup. Like, all right, you know, they're gonna catch him. Yeah. Come on, man. It's
all because the man was sleeping in the drive-thru in his car.
Come on, man.
He wasn't doing anything bad. He wasn't harming anybody. Like,
you don't have to kill someone.
Very sad. It's very sad. Very, very sad. But yo, let me ask you guys a question. Any of you remember, like, in say 2000, I think it was 18 or whatever, there's a video. It's been circling around on social media recently where the white guy and the white cop, and the cop is like, yo, get on the ground, get down. The man gets down to like a push-up position, and the man pops up on the Fed. Then he's running up on the Fed, and the Fed has his like taser up gun. He's like, yo, get down. And the man has like, yo, the man's being super aggressive, coming at the Fed. The Fed not even reach for his pistol once. You understand what I'm saying? Not even once. And like, yo, the guy's like, the point where the cop, I'm pretty sure, turns and runs from the guy.
Wow.
Do that. You don't have to kill someone. Do that. Call for a backup.
It's crazy,
They're going to catch him. But you want to done him because you feel like it's a hate thing. It's a racist thing.
Yeah. Savy, you laying in the cut. What do you feel about this whole, with this stacked on to everything else that's been going on with after the protest, men are still popping off on us?
It's going to keep happening.
Yeah.
And it's just going to get worse.
You think it's going to get worse?
It's going to get worse. You know why? Because you're holding them accountable for their shit. And because they're being held accountable for it, they're like, okay, let's see how many of us you're going to really hold accountable for it.
They're testing us.
They're trying to see what they can get, as much as what they're trying to see what they can get away with. And I'm like, they're going to just keep poking the bear. I'm like, you're not lynching black people for no reason. You're lynching them for a reason. You're lynching them for shock value. Like, honestly, when you really think about it, black people are not just setting out to lynch themselves. You're not gonna hang yourself to commit suicide. It's not something that's common in a black society. You might shoot yourself, you might stab yourself, might cut your wrist, might jump off of something, but you're not setting out to actually lynch your, like, throw something around your, like, an actual noose around your neck and hang yourself like your ancestors were hung. That's
a trauma. That's
exactly. That's not something that we would, like, it just doesn't seem like it's something that you would necessarily do. And if you're doing it for shock value, so that the Caucasians can get looked at in a certain way, you're wrong for that.
Yeah.
You're wrong for that, because you're taking something that's actually really hurtful to your culture and you're saying, here, look at this right in your face, guys, even if they did do it or if they didn't do it. So it's wrong. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Not like, just my opinion.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it's going to get worse before it gets better. So we're going to see more bodies, and it sucks to say, but you're going to see more people die before we get the justice that we're looking for.
Perfect example. How many people got shot since George Floyd got knelt on and murdered? Police shot and killed. Like 3 more people or 3
more people, yeah.
Since that happened, right? They're just adding more names to the list. Remember, it's what, 400 names strong or something like that. They're saying that there was a protest here for the forgotten 400. What they're saying. So, like, yo, it's already 400. So what do they say? They're giving us one for every year. They're trying to take one for every year we've been free or we were enslaved, right? We've been enslaved. What was it? 400 years? They say we're enslaved, and there's 400 black men being killed by police. What the hell is that, bro?
But I'm like, it's not even just the police, though.
Or women.
Now it's just, I know. I'm like, not to take away from that, but I'm like, it's not just the police that are killing you now. Now the regular, and I'm not to call you regular, but now regular Joe Schmo down the street is going to want to shoot me because my plants are growing more than yours. Like, my garden is flourishing more than your garden, so you're going to come outside and try to chase me. Like, those are the things that you have to be fearful of now, because at any point, Karen can decide that she's going to want to kung fu your ass and pull out her gun or some stupidness. You know what I mean? Like, those are just the things.
But that's how it's been. Again, when you bring back Tulsa, we always talk about Tulsa. That's how it's been. We had something nice, and they said, nah, we're going to take that from you. Anytime we have something, they just take it from us, or they just kill us off.
And just to add to that, I'm like, remember, we're only talking about the people like recent and the people now. All the people that died from back then and that we've been fighting for this entire time, they're not forgotten. You just don't remember their names, and that's what the problem is. Like, it's gonna be a vicious cycle, and we're gonna get justice. 2020, it seems like the revolution. It looks like we're coming to we're gonna get what we're owed, type of thing, when it comes to getting justice for our people. One, we're gonna have to be patient, but know that a lot of people are gonna get buried in the process, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Real talk. Well, yeah, man. I just want to put that out there on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Especially since like we've been doing this for a while, and you know, we talk about a lot of rah music and different things like that. But I feel like we got to do our part to be keeping up with and informing the people on the different things that are going on in the revolution that you just mentioned. That's definitely going on. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna do the list right now, Friday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Quick thing. Remember, Canada, this is the music that you put out. I didn't write your bars. I didn't give you your beats. I didn't make your music videos. Nobody on the podcast did any of that. So just a couple of disclaimers. One, we did not vote your music videos on this list. So for the people in the comment that are like, oh, why are you promoting this? Why are you promoting this? Bruh, we did not vote your video or that video in particular on the list. The comment gang did. So the fact that you decided that you wanted to come for us as a conglomerate, hold that one side. No. Two, I might have missed your music video this week because there was a lot and I might have missed it. If I missed it and you're mad, don't yell at Friday. I will catch it on the next week. If your video came out and it's under 500 by the Wednesday, you're not going to be in the honorable mentions list. Sorry. But at the end of it, please continue to put out your music because it's wonderful and I appreciate it and you guys are getting better daily. But I just wanted to put that out there for my team.
Right, we might have to make a disclaimer before the video now. Soundboard!
Jeez. Savvy the Ghost.
You might have to make a disclaimer now before the 6 list now.
Hey,
just so that they know.
I'm just gonna clip that and just keep on repeating that shit.
and it's not to be disrespectful in any type of way, but I'm like, you know, when you go through the comments after a certain point, they're always the same thing, and then they get super disrespectful. Why is my tune not there? Oh, this tune is shit. Oh, with this climate, why you posting this? Oh, blah blah blah. Bro, the man them put out their tune, B. Like,
You ain't right there, bars.
if you're mad at that, come for the artist. Don't come for me. I didn't write it. I didn't make the video. Like I told you guys, I give you my honest opinion. Don't shoot at me in your videos. I don't like those. See? Like, I'm just saying, like, content is content, and we're going to evaluate and put out the content anyways. But it's content. We're the media.
Yeah. And if you need any bars, hit me up on my Instagram, Friday Ricky Dred. Write you a hot 16.
The retired rapper.
The DM that you're never going to get. You're better off getting that side.
Write you a hot 16 for ya.
Yo.
Yeah. Okay, let's get to these top 6. Speaking of, yes, compiled of this week's videos. Big up to Savy once again. You know what I mean? We've been out there in these Instagram or in these internet streets looking for all of these tunes here. We got a long ass list that you all will definitely hear in the honorable mentions. But number 6, Hooper turned singer. Black Lives Matter.
And this is tearing us up. Look, here's the fact of the matter. You're being selfish. You think cause you're not black it don't matter?
Nice.
Nice.
Get the Tupac sample.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you see his Tupac tattoo?
I missed that.
Nah, I wasn't freaking.
I didn't catch that.
Sorry, it's because he's in the middle of the rap, and when he mentions Tupac, and it's not that, you know, I was paying attention, he mentions Tupac and lifts his shirt. He has like a whole portrait. Like, all here.
That's deep. On the
Like,
ribcage?
a whole portrait. I was like, wow, that's actually, and it's actually really nice.
Yeah. And happy birthday or happy late birthday to Tupac as well.
Yeah, belated.
Yeah.
The message is good in that song.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I like the way the video was put together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if, listen, I apologize. I don't know your ethnicity, sir. But based on the lyrics, I don't think you are like us, like of color.
Black.
Is he
Black dude?
Because
Yeah.
he said what he says is that we go through this. We grew up the same, but we don't go through the same struggles. So I'm not sure. Like he has a bar in there that's different, and I think that's what kind of threw me off. So I'm not sure, but I respect him for putting it out there in that manner.
I know what he's talking about there. He's talking about the Canadian American aspect because
Got you.
he lives in the States. He's a basketball player.
Okay, I understand.
He's a Hooper turned singer.
Turn rapper?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But you
singer, rapper, whatever. You know what I mean? You know, it's all the same these days.
But then if that's the case, then I totally get it.
Yeah.
But I respect him for those bars. Like, I appreciate them.
Yeah. A lot of real shit. And the shot in front of the tank is cool too. Sorry, Gucci, go
What'd you say, Gucci?
Yeah, I like that track too, and I like how you touching on what's going on. So I give him mad respect. The video's good. The beat, everything's on point. I like it. And he's giving us the hook. He's showing me he can do a good track. It was a good track.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I like the video. I like the visuals. Everything was nice.
Yeah, man. Big up to Hooper turned singer, yo. That's he's been
Bless
popping
you.
up a lot, yo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he's been.
Yes, he has been popping up a lot. Like, he's been on the honorable mentions a few times. Like, he's doing his thing, so I appreciate him for that. Stay consistent. I like that.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to call him Sanger because clearly it's Hooper turned Sanger. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think it just sounds better.
Singing. Number 5, Let me see here. I lost my list here. Okay, number 5, Jesse Toronto James featuring Today, Crazy.
All damn night, 'cause I love to see your face in the morning light. Wanna see you in the morning.
Crazy. Not your cup of tea? Y'all are feeling the picnic vibes, girlfriends and double dating and
Picnic is not silly.
You know, do you know the original meaning of picnic?
That's why I said it hurt. Picnic
forgot.
is not silly.
Yeah, that's the key.
True.
That's
True.
Herc, please to tell the people what the definition of that is.
Oh, well, they were, back in the days when they were gonna have a picnic, they would pick a nigga and hang a nigga, lynch him right there, and sit there, have their meal, have their blanket out with their basket of food and their sandwich and their salad and you know their unseasoned food and have a good old day picnic. That's why it's called. That's why it's been shortened from pick a nigga to picnic.
Picnic. Okay, let me stop you guys for a quick second.
But here's the thing.
I just said the
That's
word
not what the
picnic.
video's about.
Sorry. I said the word picnic, but they might have just been chilling, having a meal. You know what I'm saying? Taking a little break.
The thing about it is,
legs tired.
when the video starts,
Yo,
when the video
remind
starts,
you, it has
Friday,
nothing to do with the video.
Nah, it's just what
The
you
word-
said.
Yeah, it's because he said the word picnic. That's
I
why.
know. I like threw them under the bus. My bad, guys.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, yo, man, what the?
All I know is the people in the comments really like this song. So it's a vibe. Like, you know what it is? The beat is good. And the song can definitely play on the radio.
No, and
Most
and
definitely.
Today he's been doing his thing still. He's a little well, obviously he's the white boy. They're both white boys, but yeah, he's been doing his thing. He's been getting a lot of buzz too.
Hasn't it been on the list before?
I feel like the Today guy has been.
I think so.
Today
Yeah,
might have been.
I think so.
Yeah. No, man, I
Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci. What you think of that tune right there? That your kind of vibe there? You doing that on a Sunday?
Nah, it's definitely not.
You lie.
It's an alright track still, but it's not like my vibe. But obviously the people like it, so it's on the list. So
I know you and Shorty's
good
at
shit.
the park, walking the dog, you sit down, drink 1-2 wine, mimosa.
Gotta save that for the lifestyle.
Just him and
Gotta
Dolce
save
at
that
the
for the
park.
lifestyle.
It's just him and Dolce at the park, right?
That's the footage he's got to save, man. That's footage. That's the footage for the he's been working. That's the Gucci lifestyle.
PK knows that.
It's the Gucci lifestyle, bro. He's filming. He's getting it ready.
Oh man, but yeah, man, big up to those guys, man.
What did you think, Friday?
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, what did you think, Friday?
I thought it was cool, but like, you guys want my honest opinion? That's a little bit too syrupy for me, like that. But I can see how it can work. You know what I'm saying? There's people who are like watching it and they're like, "Oh, that's sweet," but my black heart like doesn't allow that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm not saying black like fight the power black, like my cold black heart. It's like
Your ice box?
my ice box is like, whatever,
Marion.
whatever.
Ice box?
You know what I'm saying? But big up to them, same way.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Once again, it's the common gang and the viewers that vote the list.
Facts. Number 5. Young Wiggy Guttzy.
Woo! Fire!
What is the name of the tune? I don't have the title here. My bad. Drippin'. My bad.
Go back to prison. Told my bro to say, yeah, we gon' kill him. Waking up with my mind and some millions. Gotta watch for the slides of
What y'all think of that? I'm Gucci's excited, so Gucci, go.
We just start dancing and everything.
Like I said, that track is fire, bro. Like, they played the club. he came on point. The beats on point. The hook. I'm dripping. Like everything. It was just fire. It was fire. Like the video, everything.
Yeah.
That's my pick for the week. So.
Oh.
Guts, I want your hot take.
Hold on, where's my more
Go.
fire? More fire. Guts.
If you look real hard in this video, you'll see nipples.
Ooh. Some uncut stuff, huh?
This is definitely uncut. This is definitely my video of the week as well. I'm feeling this good, as they would say.
I can't.
Yeah. Do your thing, Mr. Young Wiggy Guttzy. I'm all about the uncuttery.
The uncuttery.
Guts, do the people a favor when we post this on YouTube. Go give them a minute count right there, and you can post that in the comments for them.
Yeah,
a minute tab.
Yeah. I'll give them the minute count. Yeah,
because you know the man. I'm not gonna repost that part, but you know the man. Them are gonna be like, where dog?
Where? I'll go in the comments and let you guys know. And to like, bro, I had to watch that on slow mo because I see. Like I was just watching, I was like, did I see that? And I had to wheel it, and I watched it on slow mo. I was like, dang.
Yeah. So what happened was your what is it? The back of your mind caught it. Yeah. No, your
uncuttery.
Your unconscious mind was like, what? Yo, hold on. I know what I just seen. Hold on. Catch
radar.
That? Yeah. His brain was like, yo, you caught that? His body was like, oh yeah, hold on. And then you wheeled it back. You're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened. His spidey sense, his nipple sense went off.
I wonder if he even knows that. I wonder if like the editors or anything. I wonder if they even caught that.
Well, they know now.
Sometimes they don't catch. Sometimes they don't like. Remember?
No, they don't catch everything. Obviously,
chromas, you know. So
hey, shout out to chromas. Where's the more fire?
Interview up.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
Burning up these streets. But yeah, man, big tune. I liked it a lot, yo. I just have for my notes here. Well done, stunting. You know what I'm saying? The stunting was executed well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes.
They had the right amount of cars, right amount of gal them. Man had to stack on the plate. You know what I mean? Like if you're just gonna do like a quote unquote generic stunting video, well done, well executed, sir. We like it.
Also my pick, you know why? Because you had girls in the video. And you know, shake your ass in the video, you got my pick. So
were they wearing masks?
They weren't showing their faces.
Bathtub. They're getting wet up, all kind of things.
Yeah, so they're just all from behind. You can't see
yeah, no face, no case.
Showing.
Showing nipples. Forget mask. We're showing nipples over her.
Don't kill me.
No face, only nips.
Nipples.
Oh,
we make it,
man.
we said nips? No, we're not talking nips. We're talking
no
nips.
Face, no only nips. We can't make that the title of the show.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm coming.
Yeah. For the audio, cool, but for the for the YouTube, it might have to be a different title. But big up to that dude right there. Big tune. Number 3, Chefy, viral freestyle.
Picked up, block work, go bags getting chipped up. Don't worry about the content. Straight facts, I'll rap. I don't see it as a problem. What the fuck?
That was big too.
Big tune.
You got the whips in there.
Big tune.
Chefy
comes all the time.
Here's my thing. Yeah. Again, Chefy rapping wise, very underrated. I think he's probably top tier rapper in the city. Again, I just want to see difference from his videos. Like I want like, and shout out, I think Brown Guy Made It probably did the video. I'm not sure, but like I just want to see something different. because he's so telling in his bars too. Like I feel like he could do like storytelling videos. He did it one time. I'm like, come on, like I want to see something like that from Chef. Like
to see like the things that he is talking about in his bars, like reenactments.
Yes. Because it's like I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe
that's just my opinion.
The COVID right now, you know?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's possibly the vid. So I keep saying the full thing because of the vid. You know, he may be just scaling them down and doing them like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's very lyrical. Like if you go through his page and when he was doing like the freestyle stories and stuff, like he's letting it known, like
He's a beast.
With me.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah.
That's basically what he does. When he's rapping, he's like, I dare you to fuck with me. I ain't hear nobody challenging me. I ain't nobody calling my name. You know what I'm saying? So he's got fire when he spits, like straight.
Straight.
He's always on point.
Yeah. What you saying, Gucci?
Yeah, I fuck with his track. He's always come with heat. He's always come with fire. He reminds me of like Styles P. Like, you know, like he's hard. Like, you know, he reminds me of those type of rappers.
Like a
you just
D
can't
block
fuck
style.
with them. Like, yeah, you just can't fuck with them. Like, you know, like they might not get that much numbers. Like it's gonna be out there like that, but you can't fuck with them like this.
Yeah,
they're super hard. You feel me? Like it's super hard.
You know, I like how you did that conspiracy still, because you know it's like with him and Blacka, and that look, it could be like almost like their own version of a D block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facto.
Right?
So who's Sheik? Brown guy made it?
Nah, well, I'm just saying, like, not necessarily a 3-man group, but you know, just that style, that grind. Because Blacka comes hard all the time, pause, and then you know what I'm saying. Sheffy comes hard all the time, pause. Like, so you know, it's like that. They work together. They're from the same camp. So, you know what I mean. There may not be that third technical rapper right now that I can name off the top of my head. Like, yeah, that's the third man to complete whatever. But no, they got that team has their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, Sheffy's been a beast. He's been from like when I was taking in the tune, I was like, this guy's just in the pocket. His delivery is getting tighter. He's definitely in the future, and like what you were saying, Gucci, as far as like the numbers, he might not have like hundreds of thousands, but I'm sure he's building a good core fan base that are like stuck to his music and waiting for the next tune because he's giving them content in the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So big up to Sheffy right there.
Yes. Quick thing. Video wise though, what do you think about the video though?
I think the video was cool. I like the cars and stuff like that. I hear what you guys are saying, like there's not a lot going on. But I feel like what Herc was saying, like once time is like we're able to start doing things as normal again, like then boom, you'll start maybe seeing some more different things in his visuals. Hopefully.
Just quick facts about this video, really quick. I feel like it's actually different than his other videos, and I only say this because I feel like I didn't see St. Clair. Not a distinct.
No,
it's not a distinct, but I was like, legit, you actually
I hear you,
and I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah. He moved away from the block for you know, you a different background. But big up to Sheffy right there. Big tune.
Shout out Sheffy, man.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 2.
That
was number 3. That was number 3. Now we're on number 2.
3M French in the field.
Star on my block, squad full of winners. They did a Rico on my block, swear I got a lay low. Did you shoot it with no talking on it if I say?
He comes hard, pause, but he comes hard all the time too. You know
Friday, this was fire.
Yeah.
This video
that's my favorite of the week. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. That's my favorite of the week. French is on fire. I was in the crib. I was dancing around. I rewound this shit. I'm like, oh shit, I'm Ricky Rewind.
So you wheeled it back.
Oh, and the Sheffy got a Ricky Rewind, Ricky Rewind too. You know what I'm saying? But I think I rewound the French 3 times. 3M Mollies, yo. You know what I'm saying? Money making Mollies.
Yeah. Think about French. He's a real nigga and he keeps it real. So like, and he expressed it on the track. So it's like, and then he finds those hard beats. He knows to find those hard beats to mess with. So like, he does it all the time.
Yeah.
That's why he's always going up. He's always going up. He's smart.
Yo, another thing I want to say on this track, because like I got super excited when I seen this shit, right? He has so many people there in the background too. Like Hood Nines is there, Natra is there, Loco City. I love to see that, man. And I said it in the video that we dropped on Tuesday. The man does bare collabos with up and coming locals, people who are doing their thing here, whatever end they're from.
He works with the man then. Yeah, he works with artists. Yeah. That's good.
That's
impressive. That's real shit to do.
Yeah, man.
Work with me. Don't compete with me. Work with me. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money for everybody to eat out here in this rap game in Toronto.
Facts.
Yeah,
So,
super facts.
This was definitely my second pick because I couldn't pick between the other one and this one. You know, I had a really hard time. The thing about this, and I've been saying it since I've been saying this a little bit before, but especially after Houdini's passing, you guys need to protect your gems.
Yep.
And somebody wrote it in the comments. It was the first comment that I seen underneath that video, and it says, "You guys need to protect French at all costs."
Please.
So protect him at all costs because he did the collabo with almost all of the guys that passed away this year.
Bully's in the video.
Bully, I was just about to say, Bully's in the video.
It's very emotional seeing that.
It's very emotional. Like it's, and I'm like, that's why I was like, I rate this track and I rate this video, and I had a hard time choosing between the two, but you know what? The ass shaking kind of took it over for me a little bit. I apologize. I was tired of seeing the sadness. But it's an amazing video and a great track, and like just keep it coming. Like this is actually really, really good. Really, really, really good.
Yeah, man. Good job, yo. Big up to French, yo. Big up to the whole CLE, not Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Doing his mother thing. Number one, though. Number one.
This track is fire.
So let me see if I'm pronouncing this right. IJF Preach Never Again.
And she got a banging body I could get into. Getting to know everybody, always making moves.
Fire.
So what y'all think of that right there?
I liked it.
Video?
Video of the week for me?
No. What do you think of the video?
Sorry, I'm not gonna. Is it a pre-Karen or is it a Becky?
I don't know.
You see, this is the problem. I don't care if she's Becky or Karen, Susan, Molly May. I don't care. Like what happened? Do you see the climate outside? You could have changed the chick, man. Chuck.
I'm not thinking about like the way she looks. What's going on? Like she's trying to get inside the yard. She's trying every door. Maybe it's just me. I had a little bit of a flashback. I can't lie.
You did. That's what happened to you.
Friday's PTSD kicked in. He said, "Oh shit,
no,
not again."
It wasn't me.
Yo.
It was you. That's the worst part.
I actually like the fact that he used a white thing. Sorry, but yeah, I like that. But it's showing you the climate too, fam. Like, look what they're trying to do, and the song too. If you listen to the song, he's talking about shorties coming in, trying to break up the man, them, and things like that. Like,
maybe I have to listen to the song because I seen the video. I said, I don't want to do this. Next.
I was too. I'm not even gonna lie too, because when I heard that little auto tune at the beginning too, it kind of got me off. Then I was just like, let me give it a chance. I gave it a chance, and I was like, yo, the song's actually not bad. And the video too, the message to it, I was just like, yeah. And it was a question I wanted to ask you guys too. Like, yo, bro, are we canceling white women too until this whole thing is done? Like,
no.
No, never that. No.
We ain't canceling nobody around here.
Canceling white guys? Canceling the white guys?
Yeah, they're canceled still. They're canceled still. Sorry.
I'm gonna put a no comment in there.
No
comment. Where's my more fire? Hey.
Lock off season.
Gucci, what do you think of that video?
I asked my friends that the other day, and they were like, "Sav, they're canceled. Just right now, they're canceled. Put them one side. It's gonna be okay." Okie dokie, no problem.
They say put Karen on the ice.
Yeah.
Gucci, what do you think of that video before we wrap this up?
No comment.
Can I say one more thing about that video? The man is sitting there on his weight bench, smoking a blunt. Shorty's trying to get into the yard from every single door, and the man is so unbothered. I can't.
I'm telling you,
because you think that's the first time that's probably happened? That's why he's probably doing the video.
It's a reenactment.
Yeah.
Like, this is how much fucks
I
really happened.
That's what I'm saying. He's reenacting.
That's not.
Okay,
That's not a.
Gucci.
I'm saying that's not a reenactment. I'm saying that was actually probably filmed live.
Live footage. Edit that up and let's make a music video.
Yo, pull up. Yo, pull up. He called his shooter. Yo, pull up. She's at my door right now. Pull up. Yo, get her. Pull up.
The patio,
surveillance cameras.
everything, yo. Memories. All right.
Don't live like.
Let's get to these honorable mentions.
Yes.
And then we'll go to the break. We'll get our guest for the evening in here because I think we're running a little bit close to time here, getting these jokes.
Yeah. Holy. Wow.
So honorable mentions: Louis 73, Yellow Tape, Rizard, Ready to Go, Fleeto, The Get Back.
Favorite whore, kick the bitch out the door, cause I don't trust a whore. Her man's a bitch, he plotting on me, so I keep a tour.
Local City, Credit Card, KG featuring J Push, and that's We Love Hip Hop alumni KG. No Choice, Black of the Dawn featuring Cocanina, Life in the Garden 2.
See, now most of my friends having kids. Gotta stay alive, gotta show them how to live. Let's go. Watch me grow like a god.
Roni, BLM, Luna Soleil, Breakup, Prince Don, G-Day.
She's sucking me and my dollars, it's so crazy, I can't let her out. I got a Glock, he got a dumb, it never hard.
Also alumni, Death Note, or Three Keen Kalishi, Death Note, Free Kente Cloth, Ike, or Iki, Escargot.
Forgetting the pill, only meals, deals, hip hop show me there's a way out. Switch off, don't be scared to change routes.
Lemus Ray featuring Golden Boy, Wonder, MT Macashus, Thumbs and Bushman, AR Paisley, Celebration.
MT Cassius.
MT Cassius. Thank you. Sorry about that. So yeah, where am I here? MT Cassius, Thumbin and Bushman, AR Paisley, Celebration of Life.
We hope that there's a choir. We hope that it gets musical, cause we don't want the regular, we want the unusual.
Troy Feta and BBS Steve, North featuring DJ Cutdown. There's a whole bunch of words in this.
Whatever.
MK, Speed Away, BNFCB, Island.
Money stacking, got no time for the chit chat. I be chilling with my guys and we ain't with that.
Young KGM, Poppin', BZ De Niro featuring A1 Grams, Lobby, Alan Revelis, Hallway.
I be taking no TikToks down, yeah. I got a set like Santa down. Man, I be talking, I'm talking back. I had to get all this shit on my own.
Flames, Get It In, Same Shift, 6 months. Knuckles. Let's cut
this list.
Yeah.
Yo, that Roni though. That Roni, Black Lives. Oh my God.
Yo, that was fire.
On repeat.
Yeah, Roni's coming hard still. The mismatch that.
Picked out the Afro.
That was fire.
That one.
It seemed like he took a little break though.
He did. I think like a 3
because there was one time like a couple months ago, like last year, he was just running it, man. Like back to back to back to back. Like every other week, he was in the list.
Yeah. And I think he's off parole too.
Oh, you know what I think has to happen too? I think when you saturate, and not to say that your music was bad, right? But when you saturate the floodgates, you have to take a step back and let all of that simmer. Because then your music gets lost, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. Tracks get missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Black Life track is fire though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But like,
and anybody else on this list that y'all were like that stood out after this honorable mentions before we get to the break?
I like the G-Day song.
G-Day. Oh, Prince Don. Yeah. That little nigga got a bop.
AR Paisley was good too.
Now, in that Celebration of Life, I actually enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, a lot of bars.
And I have to say Robbie Khan's video too.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video, but I heard the song and it's good.
Yeah, well, we played at the top of the show. Big up to Robbie Khan, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, wait, Friday. Loco City.
Oh, yeah.
That is the trizzy. That right there. I can't believe it didn't make it on the list because that was fire.
Common Gang sleeping, yo. I'm
I know, but
surprised
that was-
nobody
that
voted
was
for
fire.
that.
That was really good.
Yeah, local city, and especially he just touched road again too. Yeah.
Just give him a second.
Yeah. Well, it's got the numbers. Just that the Common Gang, they fell asleep at the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That one's good.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. They fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, man. Because they were vocal, but it's like they didn't see that one on the list right there. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. But let's cut to a break here. Let's get our guest in for the evening. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are in the listening audience, y'all are gonna get a lot of treats this week. Besides, our intro that we usually do, you're gonna get the interview that we did last week with MTL's finest, or one of MTL's finest, K Goon.
Nice interview.
Yeah. Very dope interview.
Hey,
did you count how many? Yeah, how many? Did you count how many times you got interrupted?
I'm gonna have to go back through that.
I'm doing an interview.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, can you take that over there, bro? I'm doing it. Yeah, it was probably. And you know the funny thing is, the funny thing is, it's like every time you told the people to walk away, it's like more people came towards the car. You understand? Saying it's louder. Like, the conversation only got louder, right, in the background.
They were probably just getting drunker and drunker.
It was a good interview.
Yeah.
It was a good interview.
And also, the people are going to be getting a special treat. I'm gonna release a little piece of the George Strombo interview, like the last piece when we got into some heavy sports talk, some music talk. So early. You know
I was a question I wanted to ask him and I forgot to ask him.
DM him.
Legend.
Yeah, but you know the man has 3 first names, right?
Yes.
What's the second one?
George, I think Paul.
George, Mark, and Paul.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's his name. Yeah.
But
George,
okay. But hold on. I think because I know his dad's name is Mark, right? But I don't know where the Paul comes from.
Maybe it's his grandfather.
Or it's his mom's brother or something, or someone.
Yeah.
Right? But it's just funny that the man has 3 first names, then that long ass last name. So it's like I can be Paul Strombo if I want. I can be Mark Strombo if I want, and I can be George Strombo if I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man, like, he's like man of mystery. Like, what, you met George Strombo's brother, Paul? What? He has a brother? Yeah. What about Mark? What? And then find out it's the same guy. But yeah,
man,
that was big.
Legendary shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
That was big. The older heads are gonna appreciate that. Our core audience's parents are gonna be like, yo, I remember that guy.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yo, you know this guy?
Mm-hmm.
And look out for the full
But there's a
interview.
big interview still.
Yeah, look out for that full interview dropping like in a week or so. So we're gonna give the people a little piece right now, just so y'all can hear a little bit of our conversation, and then the rest will be dropping just now. See?
That was very historic for We Love Hip Hop.
So I'm gonna take us out to a break here with one of the tracks that we were mentioning earlier in the honorable mentions by A.R. Paisley, We Love Hip Hop alumni. Looking for that second interview, bro.
Yeah.
Track is called Celebration of Life.
Hey, it's George Strombo. We love hip hop.
Hey.
Can we talk about artists that we love?
Yeah, who are you checking for?
Friday, I had a bunch of questions about that. I wasn't ready for this. Don't cut him off yet. Wait.
Yeah. Because if you got the time, we keep shooting. Let's go.
Hold on. Okay.
Savy, you want to? Yeah.
If you don't mind, I'm like, there's a couple of things that I wanted to ask because I see that you listen. I'm like, I know that you listen to rock and you listen to punk rock, and I know that that's like your genre and that's the thing. But I know you listen to hip hop also because I appreciate the work that you've done throughout the years and the culture that you brought to Canada to me as like a Quebecois on top of that only watched much music and had music taste and wasn't allowed to like contribute, participate in anything that was happening on Much Music. Not a damn thing, nothing. Because every time there's like a contest or something, there was a disclaimer that said excluding Quebec at the bottom.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Sidebar. So, first things first. I know you said KRS-One was somebody that you were like struck with, but who was somebody that you like listened to outside of the genre that you appreciate? So hip hop, let's use that because that's what we talk about mainly. That you listen to that you still listen to?
I mean, I still listen to the greats. So I still listen to De La. I still listen to Wu-Tang, of course, and Public Enemy. Public Enemy are kind of like my guiding light in a lot of ways. For the older stuff, for sure, the OG stuff. I love the Beastie Boys. I love Run DMC, of course. But Public Enemy, Wu-Tang, Beasties those are like my three. You know, today, the artist I listen to more than any in terms of hip hop is Billy Woods. I listen to Billy Woods all the fucking time. From our neighborhood, I love Sidani. Sidani's been on the show. I love Sidani's music so much. I dig Keisha Fresh a lot too. So I listen to a lot of new stuff. But from that old stuff, it's definitely, and I like Pressa, and of course, and I like Killy. But it's Public Enemy is like nonstop in my life, from the beginning of Public Enemy to now. That's been the stuff, you know, that I still listen to. But I love, and I like, you know, Raz Fresco. I did West Side, right? So give me that West Side. Claremont II played a concert we went to the same high school that my mom went to, a Weston Collegiate.
Weston.
Junior T. I love the new Studio Monk record from Junior T.
And
there's
bomb, Junior T.
Nate Husser's on that record, that new Junior T record. He's a Montreal, and I love. And he performed in this place, and it was fucking amazing.
Nice.
You are also playing another alumni on our show, on your show too, Price. I know you play some Price sometimes too.
I love Price. I also love Price because I love him on Instagram. I get when he's live streaming, boom, I'm right there. I love Paul Chin's new record's amazing. There's a lot of good stuff. Price, Paul, and Raz are the ones who I'm really excited about seeing what they're gonna turn into. I think Raz Fresco has got some fucking skills that are so crazy, and I've loved him for a long time, and maybe that's the Malton Brampton thing, but I'm hearing his new shit. I'm like, that guy's on something. That guy's on something. And for a lot of young artists in any genre, they're digging, and I'm just hoping that they hit that one thing.
Yeah.
And I think like Raz is going to hit that one thing. I think Keisha Fresh's flow kills me, but I think, like I said, Sidani, who's been on, I mean, her whole record is like, I don't think anybody made a record like hers. Like that record came out, and it was like, whoa, what she was singing about, the way she was singing about it. She was, she lived right across the street from my grandmother.
Nice.
Just up to when my grandmother passed. So I understood the city that she was talking about because that's where my grandmother was living.
You gotta check out the Raz Fresco interview that we got on our channel.
Oh yeah, was it good?
Yeah. We had a good time with him and Six Letter. The Six Letter came to chill with us.
Raz will get, Raz will do a live stream and he'll start smoking, and I join his live stream, and then the talk gets fucking real, and I'm here for it. Yeah. I'm here for it. Like that guy. But I think you marry that, and of course, Havaya is Havaya.
She's.
I've been trying to get
also another alumni.
Came on the show long before the Polaris Prize because we're like, she can rap, man. And I'm
sorry to interrupt
you. From sorority.
George, with her, I was watching your interview to do research for the interview that we did with her.
And when she started freestyling here, I started live streaming it. My Instagram just went like, because a lot of my Instagram, especially the older cats who watch the talk show, they don't know younger hip hop artists, and they were fucking in love with her. In love with her. Witch Prophet up near the Heart Lake area. Like, there's some unbelievable music coming, this is where my age will show, and my okay boomer moment is I like bars. I want bars.
Right. We all want bars on this show.
Yeah.
So when Havaya goes, it's like bars. Everybody, like I don't mind, the hi-hat life we live, but I want bars all the time. And Havaya, Paul, Price is also such a great fucking character, the personality. Like Price is real. I love him.
Don't worry, Price is gonna be he's gonna repost this. He's gonna go nuts when
he's gonna repost and tag.
He's gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
Post and tag.
I tell you to watch the Price interview that we have on Sick Views Uncut, but the audio is really bad, so I don't know.
I love checking out, and same for you as it is for me. You try to find when is the right time to get them on, because I don't want. Sometimes with artists when they're really new, I'm like, oh, this is a good time. Sometimes when they're really new, it's like, no, let's let them get their
a minute. Let them marinate.
I don't want them to it's like I don't want them to get the interview and then feel like they made it sometimes. Not that my interview with me is that, but I don't want to jumpstart the process when the process has to grow, marinate, like you said. Like, Price, I've been on for a minute, so Price and I keep trying to find the time to come on here. I can't. And Shad, I love Shad's records, of course. His record, really cool. And that's fun, you know. I just fucking love
bars.
Oh man, I love bars. You know?
Yo, okay, if you like bars, not to cut you off, if you like bars, check out Frankie Payne.
Okay.
Hey, that's a shameful plug for my cousin. Check out Frankie Payne. He used to be in a group called Graffiti Logic. Right? They were interviewed on Much Music Rap City back in the day. Right? Yeah. So shout out Mikkel, my little cousin who did a freestyle live on Rap City at like 7 years old. But Boy, yeah, if you want bars, check out Frankie Payne, please.
Even on the new David Strickland record, right? Like I think a lot of people don't realize that David Strickland, an indigenous producer from Toronto, has been on mega records for decades. Like
amazing records.
And his new shit's amazing. He's discovering a different way.
That's Gordo, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just make sure. Just want to be on the same page. With
the EPMD, produced with EPMD, who I love as well. And so Strickland's new stuff, which is bridging indigenous stuff, like Snotty Nose Res Kids are doing it. There's a whole other wave coming that I'm really excited about. And Snotty Nose Res Kids rapping about life on the res, but not trying to make friends with anybody. Being fucking gnarly. Oh my God. I love it so much. I love it.
What's the name again?
Snotty Nose Kids.
All right.
They've been on the list a few times.
They've been on the list many times.
I know, but I just hearing the name is like, wow, okay.
Oh, they have an old flow for sure, but that's good. That to me is good. And they're rapping about shit that's real in the reservoir communities.
Right.
I love it.
Dope.
I got one last sports question.
Yeah.
Which championship was more impactful to you? Blue Jays, back-to-back, or the Raptors?
I mean, the Raptors was more impactful to me because, you know, when the Blue Jays started, they were bad for about 5 years. But then the Blue Jays from about 83 on to the titles were always really competitive. And we felt like we were on the verge. Like the Raptors, you felt like maybe we couldn't get over the hump. But there's no doubt the Blue Jays, that Joe Carter home run was the fucking, I mean, that's what a moment, right?
Touch them all.
That's it. Touch them all. What a moment. And I was working at the radio station that broadcast that. But the Raptors thing was bigger. And for me, because they sucked for so long.
It was hard.
It was so heartbreaking, right?
Many hard years, man. Many.
Yes.
And there's that narrative, we couldn't keep a player. We knew we had Kawhi for 1 year. K-Lau's amazing. You're looking around going, oh, shit. Now, you know, you want to talk about being early and stuff. We had Pascal Siakam on this show before that season because we knew my friend Aaron said, start looking at what this guy's doing in the summer. So I reached out to Pascal's agent. He reached out. We started talking. Like, this guy's going to have the year of years. We had him on talking about life, where he came from, and talking about music, talking about his dad. He went on to have this year. And when they won the title, his agent sent me a message. He goes, our boy did it. Like, he did it. So I felt personally connected a lot to the Raptors, especially because I was there for the first few seasons as a reporter. Also, just on my own personal thing, when I was working at Hockey Night in Canada, I was talking to the Hockey Night guys saying, you got to change some of this, right? Because trust me, the NBA has a different relationship and the players, and there's an excitement here with Raptor fans. And they said, it'll never overtake hockey. And I said to them, I don't think and I actually said this wrong because there's shit coming. But you don't know. And they're like, never, never, never. Okay. So within a year and a half, the Raptors become like the most valuable franchise in Canada. Almost. And you could feel when that Kawhi trade happened that for the entire year, we were going to be just fucking living and dying. And then when LeBron was gone, we went, this is actually...
It's a possibility now.
Yeah. And yeah, I lost my mind. I think I lost my mind. I didn't enjoy the playoff run because I was too nervous. But I loved it, of course, but I didn't enjoy it. Like, I was sweating through my clothes, running around, yelling and shit. Like, I was just fucking mad every day at the refs. Like, I did.
So the Sixers series was hella close, man. It was hella close.
You know, that shot, I just got chills right here.
Right?
Honestly, that shot.
Show you guys the goosebumps.
Not a Raptors fan. So sorry, and I'm not trying to say anything bad, but that poster right there of like Kawhi and like Embiid, like knelt, like bent down, whatever, I would put that on my wall, guaranteed. Head down, I put it on my wall.
You know, the OG guys that worked at those early days of the fan when the Raps happened, we kind of looked at each other during the final, like, can we do this? Can we do this? And then we're like, we might. Nah, I can't even. Really? Can we? I just didn't. I was so exhausted when it was over that I didn't even know how to. And I know
how to celebrate.
Yeah, like when they won, I was right out there at Young Dundas. I was all over the.
Well, I was lucky enough that the 13th led into the 14th, which was my birthday. So my 40th birthday, the Raptors won a championship. Like it was awesome. Like I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm all, like you said, as soon as they won, we walked downtown. The street was set ablaze. Like, you think the Blue Jays was nice? Blue Jays only had the Young Street. Like I was there. People were on the rooftops. It was crazy.
We had the country.
Exactly.
Mississauga was on lock. Edmonton, everywhere. And it's like, even when like, I thought they were going to still take it away from us even when we won. I was just like, yo, the refs are going to call back something.
Yeah, when there was 8 seconds left on the clock, like, yo, how are they going to take it from us? How are they going to rob us right now?
When the clock hit 0 and they didn't signal the end of the game, I'm like, they're going to give somebody a free throw. They're going to fucking call a foul.
Somehow.
I didn't enjoy it at all. I'm getting nervous now.
That
I couldn't watch because I just seconds, but I couldn't. And also, you're right. We had the whole country. It was a real signal to, and maybe because I still have a slight chip on my shoulder about some of my time in sports media, it was just another example of how, we've been trying to tell you this for a long time. That what Lowry is doing now is what Junkyard Dog did, is what Andy did. Like we were Donald Whiteside, who was fucking super fast. You got no love in those first couple of years.
Master P.
Dude, I'll tell you.
Curse.
Master P.
I played basketball with Master P. No, Oliver Miller. Oliver, the big O.
Yep, the big O.
Like all of those.
Oh, Oakley. We had to try, like, come on, slap a man in the court. Like, yo, who are you? You owe me money, bro.
Right. That, like, we lived and died with that team. And whereas I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan in hockey, so I wasn't a Leaf fan. But I know that hockey teams want you to fit in, and no one has a personality. That just didn't jive with my age group and when I was coming up. And I was so lucky that I was 13 years old when the Jordans came out, and so suddenly sports was bigger than sports. Suddenly sports were shoes, and that Jordans thing, like I still have downstairs a pair of 85 ones. I got ones, OG ones, and I wear them. People go, "You're wearing those fucking?"
Your soles are still together?
Soles are okay. There's some the jeans have rubbed off some of the top.
Yeah, for sure.
To me, when the Raptors won, it was kind of like my entire life of this was ours. Where hockey was generations before, the Raptors was our whole life.
Yeah. You see one thing that helped basketball in this city, and they'll never admit it, it was the lockout. It was the hockey lockout. Once there was that lockout, a lot of the hockey fans, the NHL fans, went to basketball.
Yep.
And then they realized, oh my God, this is actually something we can get behind. And then that's really when the Raptors started getting this Hockey Night Canada feel, is when the lockout happened and the hockey fans started watching basketball, is what I feel.
Were you still broadcasting sports when that happened?
When the hockey lockout happened, yeah.
Oh.
First one, yeah. You know the other
first one. You see that? They're talking about maybe a third one now. Maybe another one's going to happen.
You know, you're right about the hockey lockout. I think there were two other factors that played a role. Was Masai saying Brooklyn?
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Was you never
Hats off.
You never heard a sports executive talk like that? And
Never.
when Messiah is this amazing person in this city, in this country. When he said Brooklyn, and I'm watching him, I went, my man. You know, the other thing, I don't know if I'm sure you've talked about this on the show. I don't know what your position is, but
we don't talk about sports like this.
Drake changed the Raptors, man. Drake changed the Raptors because, and a lot of cats won't give him the credit. They were gonna, and I know this for a fact because I was talking to somebody who ran the team. They were seriously gonna change the name of the Raptors, and he's like, "What do you think?" I said, "It's fucking crazy. Don't change it. You crazy? What? That's our team." He's like, "But they have a bad history." I said, "So why are you gonna run from it?" And he said, "The loudest person in the room that says do not change the name was Drake. Drake is the real reason I think that the Raptors stayed the Raptors. And when every fucking NBA player wants to get on the phone with the biggest rapper in the world, that brings something. That brings something to our city. Drake, I think, Drake's the reason why the Raptors uniforms got better. Drake's the reason why it was excitement and got covered in the States. Drake's the reason why Kawhi could come here and not feel like he was in a city that didn't get it. You know, LeBron knew it. You know, those fucking NBA All-Star Game parties, which were crazy, Drake's parties. Drake had a huge impact on the outside crew for bringing respect to the Raptors.
Yeah.
Massaging Nick and all that shit, and him wearing that Del Curry jersey.
Oh my gosh. Classic.
I can't lie, that,
but what about
that
the Bucks?
jersey was fire.
The Bucks daughter.
I can't even lie.
The Bucks daughter on his shirt. No. The Bucks daughter on his sweater. Like, he took his trolling to a whole new level.
Yeah, I think you're right about the lockout, but I think Drake had a big part of it. And
No, it's true. Because he's the guy right there, like you said, on the sidelines. He's you see all the other fans from the city who pay those ticket prices or whatever. I don't pretty sure he didn't pay those prices, but you know what I mean. He's right there, and they're sitting there quiet, drinking their beer like nothing. He's right there, clapping, getting up there. Yo, nurse, what? Like, so you're right. He did change because it's like you said, nobody wanted to come to Toronto.
He is their ambassador.
Global.
I was in
got the OVO Center down there, like the whole, like, come on, like.
I live in LA part of the year, and I was and go to New York. I got a place there, and I move around. There are Raptor hats, but there were also the Blue Jay logo that nobody wore that Drake wore in his videos. People rock Raptor shit in LA because of Drake. They rock Raptor shit all around America. Like Vinsanity was part 1, Drake's part 2, and then that magical Lowry fucking Kawhi thing.
ICP and all of this, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Amazing.
So, anybody else got any questions before we wrap this up?
Do you think we're gonna come back to a tournament style NBA, or like how do you think the NBA is gonna come back? Do you think this season is a wash?
I think it's a wash.
It's a wash.
So it's an asterisk, no champion wrapped. Because remember, there's supposedly there's an NHL season or a hockey season actually where they won the cup, and then the year later there was no season. Like, so is that a Toronto thing, or is it like, what is this? Like, I don't know, but I'll enjoy it. I'll take it. What do you honestly think? Are we coming back?
In baseball, we won back-to-backs. They didn't.
Right.
Number 3, and we would have beat the Expos. Much respect, Savy. We would have beat the Expos in the series, and so Toronto, because we finished the game. When we win it, we finished the game. It's over now. Let's restart and go back. But I want a repeat. I don't know if we'll get a repeat, but I want a repeat.
Oh, for sure. We shut down the Oracle. Remember that. Just remember that. We shut down the Oracle.
Hug 2020 and come back in 2021 and win the championship, okay? Do that.
I'm happy with that. I can take that.
Do that.
I can take that asterisk. Yeah, that's a 3P. That's a 3P.
It's not 3. It's not 3.
Hey, that's a 3P. That's a 3P. Okay, 2.5.
As you were saying Friday.
I had to end the sock question, but I see something online with him. Screw Ed the sock.
Oh yeah. Are they?
He said some BS about white supremacy or white privilege is not real, and screw you, Ed the sock. I was a fan, not anymore.
He's a good guy. I think Twitter is the thing about Twitter is that when you have this thing when you're in the public eye for a long time, and I'm not speaking specifically about him, I'm speaking in general.
Yeah.
You think my comment, I must say, put the phone down. Again, I didn't see the comment you're talking about, but there's many times I've written a tweet deleted it. Also, I would never say in a Black Lives Matter moment, white privilege isn't real because we've all benefited from it. So I get it.
Yeah.
Never say that, but many times I'm about to hit somebody back. I'm like, put my phone down. Put my phone down.
It was an older YouTube video, but you know, like it is what it is.
Step back, take a breath.
But yeah.
In a public eye, you have a responsibility to be on the side. You know, it's funny because I was watching a fight on Twitter the other day about feminism between old school feminists, first wave feminists, and the newer generation of feminists. And someone asked me to comment on it, and I said, no, it's not my, but also so that no one is unclear, I'm on the side of feminism that includes everybody, including trans women. What's the most inclusive version? I'm on that, right? So, but at the same time, why the fuck am I going to go on and tweet some shit? No, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's that's people get themselves in a lot. I used to call it 2140. 20 years of your career, you can undo in 140 bad characters.
Oh, wow. Wow. Word.
Now it's 20.
Yeah.
Now it's 21 280.
Yeah. Right. You know what? I say treat it like how Keanu takes pictures. Hands off. Keanu's there air hugging people in pictures. No. That's how you deal with it. Deal with it like Keanu Reeves. Hands off.
Yeah, like be there, be present,
Yep.
show
Right.
your thing.
Yeah.
Right.
George Strombo in the motherfucking building. Social
Awesome.
medias and stuff like that. I would ask you to give your social medias, but I feel like everybody could know where to find you already.
At Strombo. I mean, mostly what I'm posting is of either fighting with Republicans or Christians on Twitter. I am on Instagram. I'm posting pictures of music or dogs or animals or the cities, but a lot of music. Facebook, I don't even know what I'm doing on Facebook anymore, but I have it. Right.
Quick question. What's your favorite dog and what's your favorite band right now?
My favorite dog is Belgian Shepherd or Dobermans. I used to foster a lot of pit bulls. I love pit bulls, but I think Dobermans are where I want to go next. I love those dogs. My favorite band, there's a punk band from South Africa. I can't say it. They're called TCIYF, and it stands for the blank in your face. They're from Soweto, and it's all anti-government, anti-church, anti-the system. I fucking love them so much.
Okay.
For big bands, I listen to Queen all the time.
That was an acronym.
Yeah.
Repeat that acronym one more time.
It's the blank in your face, but the C.
Okay.
But really, I mean, Queens of the Stone Age, and I listen to a lot of fucking Led Zeppelin still. You know.
Okay.
But my new bands, that's the band that I listen to the most.
Dope.
Nice.
Dope. Well, listen, we want to thank you for doing this with us. We got a lot of jewels in this conversation here that I feel like it's going to be beneficial for our audience to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen,
Yeah.
I've watched the stuff. I love your list. I'm always, because I don't always, if you're busy, I don't get to keep on like, shit, what's coming, what's new. I come to you, I see stuff. That's why I said yes to this interview. When you first reached out to me, because I'm like, I know this stuff, right? I know what you, but I'm grateful for the opportunities. Like I knew the work you were doing. I was grateful for it. And I want to know, just, do you think Tekashi's going to be okay?
Sorry. Before you answer that question, his name is not Tekashi. His name is Lace Front Rat.
Okay. Oh, because the new thing.
Or the my youth. Or the my youth. Or the my youth.
He doesn't call it no Tekashi anymore?
Or the my youth. In Toronto slang, Toronto lexicon, my youth.
All right.
I think he'll be all right. In the end of the day, he's made enough money even while he was in jail that he can have the security he needs. His music is still making him enough money where when he does have a chance to get on the road again, he'll be all right.
And he doesn't have to go back on the road because remember the way the music is switched up now during the quarantine, he doesn't really, he could do online tours or online concerts and shit. So yeah, he'll be good.
Yeah.
What I was gutted when Houdini passed, but how do we keep? We lost a lot of talented MCs in the last little while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, we got to keep a lot of people alive. we're losing our next foundation. We've lost a whole bunch of really important people who in 10 years would have changed our game.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
If any of y'all want to take that first, y'all.
Quick, fast, just to like bring it back to what I said initially. As a collective, if you have an artist that you believe in, you need to protect that person at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is, that person, you need to protect that gem. Like that person, you believe in them, artist, business, whatever the case is, protect that person at all costs.
Insulate.
Because it's not the jealousy like we were told. It's you do a lot of stupid shit. You can be Donald Trump and you're going to be a target no matter what, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, you as the person that thinks that this person is your gem, protect them at all costs, no matter what it is, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, out in the street, in business, no matter what it is, protect that person at all costs. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree. Insulation. I feel that same way. We mentioned it before on the show. Like, you know, if you're an artist doing something and you can travel and get across a lot with this COVID, but if you can get across the border and you have no charges, take full advantage of that. Like,
yeah.
So that's how we want these people to see more of the city, more of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, like, if this COVID, I don't think if this COVID was going on, like, maybe the situation would be different because probably he wouldn't have been in Toronto.
Facts.
But nonetheless, all of these kids being killed and stuff, it has a lot to do with the social media clout and living fast and dying young and not thinking about what their consequences to the actions are. Yeah. Right? That's what I think.
It's sad that one of the secrets is to get out of the city.
Yeah.
Right? Boozy said it. You'll get killed faster in your hometown than you will touring.
Yeah. But
and that's basically where we're at in Toronto right now. And the sad thing is these kids can't tour because they have criminal records, they have histories, they have charges. And the ones that do have those charges and still get by, you see they're not here now. They're trying to stay far away.
Yeah.
Because they notice. Even they see it for themselves. Like, wow, right now it's a sticky place to be back home.
Yeah.
My thing, you know, my thing, I always feel like we got to go younger. I feel like we got to get at them before they even turn like 13, 14 because they're influenced so young. But another thing, Little X put out something that I seen, and it was like kind of an initiative that they had in Sacramento where they were paying like OGs that were like in jail and put them in the hood and actually pay them to prevent guys from killing people. And they would pay like gang members from just don't kill nobody, bro. We'll pay you.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Well, listen, we need a complete overhaul of the system because the previous versions don't work.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just,
you can't arrest your way out of this problem.
And just to add on to everything you guys said.
That's it. Yep.
To add on to everything you guys said, right? What you said before with the whole systematic thing, that is all completely 1,000% true. That, and then also the record companies. I've said this before on the podcast. Record companies need to start taking more chances with the guys who are getting hot that we're noticing, that we're trying to reach for interviews, because we're seeing the numbers. Like, I'm a very numbers-based guy. So a lot of times when I'm even like searching for interviews, I'm like, what's your Instagram? What's your YouTube views and all that? But if they have that, then a record company should have already stepped in and insulated them, right? Because in the States, they'll look for the most gangsterous guy and they're dying to sign him. But over here, they're like, nah, we're not doing that. Right?
Well, you know this to be true, but you could probably name on one or two hands all the people who are black who have A&R positions in record companies in America. In Canada. There are more in America. In Canada, like, shout out to C.
Maybe five.
Five.
I was like, I say we interviewed one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we interviewed one. We
Who you interviewed?
two.
Big C.
Big C.
No, what about celebrity?
Legend, yeah.
Mr. Face.
Oh yeah, and Cardinal.
Right.
So, but
okay.
I didn't know if we're name dropping. That's why I went that way. But yeah, Cardinal.
Like, that's right, A&R Universal. But for the most part, and I think it's totally fine for people to expect an organization, an industry that sells this music and makes money off this music to do it in a holistic and legit way. And I think part of the reason why they're not taking those chances is because they don't have people in there who really, I mean, they love music. I'm not knocking anybody, but to do what you're doing on that floor, like C is my go-to. If I need to know about an artist, I go to C.
Mm-hmm.
I go to C, Click, and Miles Jones are the guys that I go to.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to know, I watch Click do his fucking DJ sets on live stream. I learn more about music watching Click DJ than I learn from any traditional source,
Mm-hmm.
right? And those guys don't get the positions they need. No black company presidents.
Yeah.
Like in Canada? Ever? What does that happen?
Listen.
Ever? I'm not talking about majors. So I think that's the reason why they don't take those chances. I mean, I'm not in those record business, so it's easy to say that from the outside. It just appears that way.
Yeah.
When I look at the record companies, there's not enough people hired. I'm trying to get some of them to come and do a big show with me where we go right at that. And they're saying the time is coming. I'm hoping for it.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
You gotta be on it. You gotta be on it. You're doing it over here. Like I'm learning about music from you.
Hey.
Nice.
we appreciate that, yo. For real.
We'll take the invite.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So we're gonna put this. What I'm gonna do, like with the interview part, that's gonna come out later. But like some of this conversation that we have, I want to have this out this week, man.
Cool.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I'll share it. I appreciate you having me on. Thank you for reaching out.
No,
thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for saying yes.
Legend.
Like starstruck at its finest. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody look in the camera because I'm gonna take a screen grab so I can.
Oh, sick.
Look, yeah. All right, let me see. I think we got a good one here. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Nice.
Sick.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
So,
Strombo.
Thank
Once
you,
again-
Strom. Thank you, Strombo.
Thank
You
you
guys
for
are ready.
doing this.
Out for COVID whenever that ends, and I'm going to do a concert, another series of concerts in the house.
Mhm.
You curate one where we'll film it, and you pick like the 5 or 6 MCs that you think are where we got to go.
Oh, definitely.
We'll pack the house and we'll make a little video.
All right.
nice.
No.
Strombo.
Down.
Uh-oh.
Super down. Thank you
Round
once
of
again
applause.
for doing this with us.
Hold on, we got
Thank
to
you. Sorry. Go ahead, Friday.
Thank
Hold
you
on.
once again for
Gutzy's
doing
coming with
this.
some.
All I have is this here.
Oh.
Bye.
All right. All right. I'm going to have to sample that.
Dope. But yes, once again, George Strombo in the building. Thank you for this, King.
Pleasure to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll talk soon, brother.
you. Be well, man. I hope so. Thank you.
Peace.
All right. Be safe during this COVID.
Inside.
Peace.
That was awesome.
Yeah, man. Let me stop.
That was
East End Clips on the beat.
So listen, I want to hold you for a minute, right? We got a segment called Smoke and Mirrors, and I think this would be perfect for you. I don't know if you've watched any of the segments that we put out of the show, but our Smoke and Mirrors segment is basically when we talk about news and we have our guests interact and give our reactions to the different things that are going on in the hip hop news, international. We go all over the place with it. So you're just in time for this type of action. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for the people who are just tuning into the Smoke and Mirrors segment, we got Michael McCrudden in the motherfucking building.
Now, to put together this piece, I had to scroll all the way back to the very beginning of Six Buzz TV.
You know what I'm saying? So, what do we miss here on our list here? Oh, can I get to something quick before we get to the other topics here on the list?
Yep.
Sure.
I was in Twitter jail. Y'all seen I posted
Yeah.
Good for
You were
you.
liking my comments. Go sit in the corner.
So Howard Stern, Okay.
Yeah.
Howard Stern, some stuff came back up. I'll play something here for y'all quick fast. I got
You
it.
didn't even play the clip, man.
I'll just give a little quick. So,
Ted, I must say that I can't believe.
All right, Friday. That's enough, bro. Like, holy, you didn't have to go that far.
Howard Stern, that's like something from like 1993 that got pulled back up. And now he's facing backlash during these times, right? First, what are y'all thoughts on this whole thing? Because I lashed out on Twitter and they threw me in the corner for like 12 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. But besides me, what do y'all think about the Howard Stern thing?
I'll go first. I just think, for me, like, I don't know, man. Like, these guys should have known better. Like all that shit went out in 1850s. I think. Like it's, how do you have a career in show business, even in the 90s, and think that that's forgivable? Like, it's, to me, I would never even cross my mind. It would never be. I don't know. That's my take.
That's crazy. Yeah. Come on. I know y'all
But
seen
the
that
90s, of course. But like that, even is that Sherman Hemsley in there playing Whoopi Goldberg, right? Mr. Jefferson.
Facts.
Right? But like, yo, that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, man. Like, he's supposed to know better him personally. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't be co-signing that. And how does Whoopi feel about that?
Yeah. I think that beef at the time.
I think that's why they probably allowed it too, because he was with Sherman's there, right? So they're like, oh, well, the black guy's there with him, so he's doing it. So it's just like, that's probably why it got rubbed under the rug, whatever, for how long. Because
but it's still sticky.
Cancel him. Straight up. Put him in the cancel pool, bro.
But I don't like about it. It happens so frequently. Like, I think there was a late night TV host who had this recently, and like our own prime minister.
Justin Trudeau, like,
cancel his ass.
Where's my more fire?
It's like, well, what do we got to do though? Because it's like either we cancel them or we don't, or we just kind of allow it like we've been doing it, right?
You know what his punishment was? You know what Justin Trudeau's punishment was for going blackface? Not getting a minority government, a majority government, whatever. I'm tongue twisted, but not getting the government full power, where he has to get the NDP's approval or get the Conservatives' approval. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have that majority. You know what I'm saying? He can't just say, you know what, this is law. That's what he got. That's his punishment for blackface. That's all they did. Slapped him on his wrist. Bang. That's it. That's my opinion.
Savy, as a black woman, right? And Robin was in that clip as well. His co-host, who's been his co-host from day one. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Like, how did you feel like even watching Robin, watching that bit, doing the bit with him?
So I didn't watch it because let me explain. First things first, I love Howard Stern. You guys said this happened, and I was like, I gotta cancel Howard Stern. This is heartbreaking. You had that black lady sitting beside you this whole entire time, and you sat there and you really sat through this skit. It's hurtful. That's rough. It's rough to know. I know I was in the 90s, and sometimes it's always like, why are you bringing up old shit type of thing? But it's like, bro, that's rough. That's rough. And to know that you're like right there and you condoned it, 2 black people condoned that shit.
Yeah.
That aired on national television, right?
I don't remember. I think it was on his radio show.
Fam, he would have Beetlejuice coming up there making an ass of himself all the time. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
He never tried to help him anyway. He was always making fun of dudes. So that'd be a good before they were famous, yo. Beetlejuice.
I get that request all the time. I had an interview. He couldn't answer the question.
Oh wow.
That'd be a good one though.
Who do you mean he couldn't answer the question? Beetlejuice, the little guy, right?
Yeah.
So you spoke with Beetlejuice.
We sent him the paperwork, or went to his manager, and it was too confusing for him that he passed. He said, I don't want to do this.
Wow.
Wow.
You almost met Beetlejuice. That's like
So, but what about the one? What? Not the Where Are They Now? Is that you have another show you have?
Yeah.
So why don't you do Beetlejuice that way?
No, he every day. I get requests for him every day, so it has to happen.
Do it.
I would love to see it. Excuse me.
Is he okay? Is he like? I know we did D's nuts, and that guy, I don't even know. Like he fell off really bad. Like he was homeless in Vegas now.
Whoa, really? Got him.
Welvin.
Oh,
excuse me.
He's getting the thumbnail today. Oh,
got him.
Nah, we got to give it to the next guy. We got to give it to Beetlejuice, or maybe Beetlejuice. Yeah,
Both of them.
Both
of them.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice could be the one saying something, and he looks at Beetlejuice and goes, "Got him."
Wow.
Yeah, he's still alive. Oh, his birthday just passed too. June 2nd.
Melvin and Beetlejuice. I'm putting that on my board here. Okay, what else y'all got? What else we got? We got some more subjects here. I seen y'all put some things here on the list here.
I wanted to talk about the J. Cole, but I thought forget J. Cole. I kind of wanted to talk about the Young Buck instead.
Young Buck?
Yeah, apparently
Young Buck.
He got a cash app asking people for $1, man. He's shaking it really hard. I don't know if it's a joke, but like he's got a video out there. The game apparently sent him like $1,000. Like he looks like he's struggling, man.
So what about Future trying to give his baby mom only $1,000 for child support?
Oh God. You know how many baby moms?
But she said one of them, I don't know which one, but one of them's asking for $53 million. The man offered
35,000.
$3 million. Whatever, 53 I seen. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you 1,000.
Yeah, because she's being ridiculous.
53 a month. Yeah, that's
You're being
that's
ridiculous.
So which one do you guys want? Which one y'all want to touch on then? Young Buck.
Guts to man.
I like him.
Yeah.
So Young Buck has been out here broke in these streets.
Oh wow.
I'm no disrespect to Young Buck, okay?
Yo, Young Buck's been shaking it rough for a minute, ever since he got kicked out of G Unit.
Yeah, he did, and I don't know if you're up in the know with this, Mike. Like he has 2 jail bids under his belt post him having a rap career, right? So the second one I think kind of knocked him out. Check out his interview that he has with Adam 22. He gives a lot of detail in there, but he's kind of shaking it rough. What do you feel about? I'm sure you all did a G Unit story before.
No, I think we joked about doing Murphy Lee with Nelly, but
Murphy Lee. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I love Murphy Lee.
No, man, that's the biggest fear, right? Like fame is so desirable, but you don't want to get a taste of it and then to fall off so far. That's like the worst thing. I'd rather not even get close to fame than to have that happen.
Oh man, I feel bad for Buck because, you know, I have a little connection with that guy. I've met Buck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like statute of limitations are way past because this is like 2006. But I sold hella weed to Buck and their team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all want a quick story time?
Nice. No. If you want to, you don't want to.
No, we don't. Don't incriminate yourself, please.
He said the statute of limitation is passed, but
statute of limitation is passed.
That's okay.
Be cool. Be easy.
We got it. We understood it. You told us what happened already.
Yeah. No, but he was in town for like 3 days, right?
So you're gonna tell it anyways?
I'm not gonna tell the details. But
okay.
I'm just saying, like during those times when he was in town for a show, when 50 was filming "Get Rich or Die Trying," I had a chance to meet Buck, and he was on top of the world at that time. Like the man was staying in the Marriott, at where the Sky Dome, when it was called the Sky Dome, and his room in the backdrop was the baseball diamond.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are some nice hotel rooms.
Yeah, like, and he had just came back from Barcelona, the man said. So I say all that to say the man went from like these heights of heights, and now it's Hercs.
Yeah, but a lot of people hit those heights, and like you said, they hit the fame and then they drop. Like,
man, had a platinum album. That's crazy.
Yeah, but did he own how much? What was his cut on that platinum album? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Right.
I got another one here with Siri. I was watching this on TV the other day, and I picked up the story, I think on Reddit. Siri has a thing that if you get pulled over by the police, you can tell Siri, yo, I'm getting pulled over, and it'll start going into action, doing a whole bunch of things. All right, so I don't know. Are you guys aware of this? First of all, before...
It's the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, so like, let's say, and this has all been sparked, especially since with the whole, the Black Power movement, just the whole uprising.
Yeah.
This information came out because this has always been there. Okay? You can tell Siri, yo, I'm getting pulled over right now. Your camera on your phone will automatically start going. The person that you have as a contact will get contacted, letting them know that you're getting pulled over, and a whole bunch of different things start to go into action. I'm not even reading the article. I'm just going off of my memory off the thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's good to know.
Yeah. What y'all think about that whole... Like, I was not aware until like maybe 2 days ago.
I was not aware of that, but it does not surprise me that Siri could do that, right? Because the amount of things that they tell you that Siri can do, and the things they tell you she can do, the things you don't know that she can do, like this, for example, this is something that should be advertised, right? They're just not advertising this.
Yeah.
How long has she been able to do that?
I think it was just a feature that came with the phone from time.
Well, Siri, but I'm saying that part right there where I'm getting pulled over by the police, and the phone starts doing the recording, the video, and contacting people.
How long has it been a feature? That's the question, Friday. Like, is it like recent with a new update, or is it like 5 years ago, or has it always been like in iPhone, like?
And just never knew about it, right?
Okay, so let me see here. I'm looking at an article from The Verge, and from what they're saying, and I'm just scrolling down, it says the shortcut itself...
Were you aware of this feature that Siri had?
Me, myself? Or Mike?
No, I'm just hearing about it. I think it's fantastic. It's like, you can't carry a weapon or do much here in Canada, so at least you've got some security there if you know how to work that feature. That's great.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing in the article here, it says the shortcut itself is the work of Robert Peterson, who first published it in 2018. Peterson has been updating the program since then, though the shortcut has gained new attention following the protest after the police killing of George Floyd.
Yeah, so 2018. So 2 years.
2 years. Yeah. So my bad.
I think that's something that should have been like advertised.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it probably was, not to cut you, Herc, sorry. It probably was, but it was like one of those features that wasn't like it wasn't in like, oh my gosh, you can do this. It's like, yeah, the camera's new. But it was probably like, when you go into like those tech, the tech information, and you want to know like about this phone in particular, it was probably there. But how many people are really reading that, right?
Facts.
Also, like, getting arrested is expensive. Like, you got to get a lawyer, or like, it depends on what you did, right? Yeah. So at least if you don't have the means, having video footage of the whole altercation really protects you, just if it's whatever.
Yeah.
Especially it goes a long way, definitely.
Yeah, especially with all the misconduct.
Now it's not your word.
Yeah.
Now it's not your word against their word. There's actual footage showing this is actually what happened. I'm not making no mistakes. I'm not forgetting anything. I'm not embellishing anything. Yeah. This is what happened.
Yeah.
Plain, cut, and dry, right here on video.
Yeah, and your people will get a phone call too. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you have set up as
that's good.
As a person, as your contact, your emergency contact, they'll get a they'll get a phone call. You're getting pulled over right now, basically. All right.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I now that I know, I'm like, no diss to anybody who's not an iPhone user. I'm no jabs at USAP, but I'm kind of happy that I'm an iPhone user at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me feel a little bit more secure, even though it makes me feel a little less secure because they can get all of your business, but it's getting your business in a good way, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where you go, what you're doing, you're being tracked. So
yeah. I see something for the NBA here. before we cut out of here?
Oh, they're really debating not to bring it back this year. There's like real talks about the guys, like they're saying, shout out to Steven Jackson with the whole movement he's been doing with the whole George Floyd and the Black Lives Matter. But yeah, Kyrie and them are saying, yo, if they go back, they feel like it's going to be a distraction.
Yep.
So there's like a real movement right now that they're saying, yo, there's a possibility that guys just might not show up.
Yeah, and then they're also saying that the Raptors are going to have to fly out if they do. If the Raptors are going to fly to Florida for training, one of the only teams like to fly out to train in Florida or something like that. And then, yeah, Kyrie Irving was saying, yo, maybe we should make our own league.
You keeping up with all that, Mike, with the Raptor stuff or with the NBA?
Big time. I made a video on Kyrie today, actually. I think, what's the right, like the season, what kind of season are they going to have? I don't see what the big rush is to make it, like it's done to me. We're at the 1 year anniversary of Toronto winning, right? So like we've missed it. Just call it a year.
That's what it is. They don't want to call it a year. They don't want Toronto to, they don't want that.
The problem is money. These owners want the money, right? So it's just like, why not just get at least the play? Because like when the playoffs come, that's where the big money is. And at least without fans, you still have your TV deal. And I think the TV deal is this tricky thing too, because I hate bringing up wrestling, but that's the reason why they never stopped either, because they knew if they missed so many live dates, the TV deal gets messed with, right? So it's like, yo, we can do this, we can change around. And so I think that's the reason why they want it back, at least for the playoffs this year. Yeah. Because I think that next year is going to be a lockout. Because if you're not going to have any fans, where's the money going to come from? So I think you're going to lock out next year anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That was the sports league hit the hardest, right? Because of the physical contact. So it's a big risk, I think. Like I have a friend, a YouTuber, just contracted COVID. Yes, today he just got tested positive today.
Wow.
So it's
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's sorry to hear that. Hope he gets well.
Quick question: do you think that we're reopening too quick?
Do I?
Yeah.
Like the business. I don't think the sports team needs to rush it, but to each their own. I think it's been 3 months. It's been a while. Where I live has been a ghost town for a long time. So I personally, like in my circle, I'm good. Like to go to Tim Hortons, and I think I'm ready to take those risks, wear a mask and stuff. So yeah, but I don't think these athletes need to rush back to work. I think they missed the year. Call it a year.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not in the same financial position as us either. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get our lives started back. These guys can maybe take a hit for a year and then come back next year. You know what I'm saying?
But then you got to
owners
think
could
about,
definitely take a hit.
But then you got to think about the people that are in the stadiums and stuff, like those employees and the workers.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But if there's no stands, if there's no stands, there's no fans in the stands, how are the people that work there going to even get paid? Like,
yeah,
you know, at the beginning, notice
that's the problem.
Right?
That's another problem too.
There's no one for them to serve.
They're still gonna have to stay home. Yeah.
Right. So they still got to stay home no matter what. Like, there's no one to feed. There's no one to sell beer to. There's no one to get tickets. No one to sell merchandise to. So yeah, they're losing money by the day, by the minute, by the second. But it's like a distraction, like they're saying, I think.
Yeah.
And to rush back, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the players have until June 24th to let the owners know whether they want to play or not. That's the last thing I seen about this.
That's about
so
it.
who's saying lockout?
Me. I think Kyrie's gonna. I think he'll sway him, Dwight, whoever. I think they'll be able to sway a lot of guys, and Steven Jackson too. The movement he has, I think they'll be able to sway more than enough. And all you need is to sway the top 4 playoff teams. So you can sway the Bucks, Lakers, Clippers, and maybe see a couple of guys from Boston. You're good to go. Season's a wrap.
Crazy. And Mad Kittens running behind him.
Yes, I'm saying. I was about to say, these guys just had 2 cats to run past. Like, yo, it was perfect timing.
I need to get a kitten.
Perfect timing. It was perfect.
Sound effect in there. But let's wrap it up, yo. It's getting late here. Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for doing this with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've got a lot of information and a lot of insight of what goes on behind the scenes, not only just with you, but just like with anybody who's like popping in this YouTube scene or in this media scene, period. You know what I mean? I feel definitely enlightened off of some of the stuff that I want to go and use later on. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Totally. And yeah, I'm available, guys. Find me on Instagram or my phone number. Share it with each other. I'm open to help anyone. Like this is a wild place, and I'm happy to share all the knowledge I've earned.
Okay.
One more quick question. Give one tip that you would give to someone starting.
Yeah.
I used to tell people, like, pick your platform. Like, if you're a comedian, get on Twitter. If you're a dancer, get on TikTok. If you're a host, get on YouTube. But I don't know. I would actually say get on TikTok for real, because it's got the organic reach. So it doesn't matter everything you're doing. Nothing's going to travel as far as it could on TikTok. Right now, it's like the best opportunity. And I'm not putting enough time into it. I should, but it's not going to be that easy for long. So I would definitely invest time in that.
Okay. And
Thank you.
Speaking of social media, give the people your social media and let the people know where to find you.
Yeah, if you Google Before They Are Famous, I'm sure you're going to see my mug, or at least see the clouds and the hills and the branding I've put all over the internet. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at McCrudden M. There's a double C, there's a double D, there's a double M in there. You can figure it out. But Before They're Famous, you can find me.
2 Ds for a double dose.
Yo, thank you for doing this with us tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
We're gonna do our outro segment. So I'm gonna get up with you real soon. And this part right here, like the smoke and mirror segment, look out for that in the morning.
Okay, cool.
All right,
we
brother?
definitely got to make that dance thing happen. Friday, we have to make that happen, bro.
I'm telling you, TikTok, Irish dancing.
We're making
You
it
guys gotta do
happen.
that.
You guys are welcome to come here and check out this studio anytime you want.
Sick.
Fire.
Oh wow! I don't live that far from Liberty Village, or should I say Parkdale? I live in Parkdale.
Perfect. I used to started there. Cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
Awesome,
brother.
guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Have a good night, brother. We'll get up soon.
All right.
Peace.
Yes.
Michael McCrudden.
Dope.
McCrudden,
yes.
My bad. McCrudden. You know what I'm saying? Dope.
Bro. Back to backs.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
I was gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Oh.
All right, I got you. Let's wrap this shit up, man. PK Herc, let the people know where to find you, man.
You can find me in Parkdale, or New Liberty Village, as you want to call it. No, I'm just joking. You can find me in PK all day. Southside Dufferin. Yeah, holler at your boy when you see him in the streets. It's all love. Stay safe, but keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? 6 feet. See me, but keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. I don't play hockey. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. Yeah, big up the people. Big up Toronto. Be safe. Yeah, thanks to all the people for shouting me out on my birthday. Thank you, Gutsy, for reposting my face video. You understand what I'm saying? You know what, people? I live by the law like this. If I can't laugh at myself, who can? You understand what I'm saying? So I laugh at myself. I don't mind putting a video like that. I had one of my best friends, one of my closest friends, call me, yo, you okay? You need an intervention, bro? Take that down. Like, nah, bro. I'm gonna leave that shit up, bro.
Like I said, you need an intervention.
I'm good, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm good, bro. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So
enjoy
shout
yourself,
out,
man.
Shout out to everybody who messes with the show. We love hip hop. Shout out the usual suspects, Spoiled Smokers Collective. Shout out the team, Guttz, Sab, Gucci, Raheel, and who else is there? Empress. sorry, can't forget Empress. You understand what I'm saying? Big up everybody who's in the cut. You understand what I'm saying? Big up Toronto and the whole, all the essential workers. Check out Gutzy's Essential Workers Talk. Dang. Check out the six Views Uncut. Check out Gucci when he comes with his Gucci life. You know what I'm saying? Lifestyle. Sorry, but yeah, Spoiled Smokers, Beast Mode, We Love Hip Hop, Carpio Strength and Conditioning. And for everybody who watches the Strombo, I was talking about my little cousin Mikkel, because I never said his name. I don't think I said his name. So shout out my cousin Mikkel.
Hey.
This will tie the two together. Big up yourself. We Love Hip Hop, episode 178.
Thing. Savy the Ghost. Let the people know where to find you.
Herc said it all though, yo. But you can find me at Savy the Ghost on Instagram and on Twitter. Listen to what I said because I'm dead ass serious.
Disclosure, I'm dead ass serious.
Yeah, dead ass serious. It'll be posted on Saturday. Dead ass serious. You'll hear it in the audio tomorrow. But anyways, continue to wash your asses and your hands, guys. Stay safe. And we're gonna free up soon, Toronto. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Toronto free up. Hashtag
Montreal
Toronto free
too.
up.
Yo, but they just extended the state of emergency. They're extending it. That don't play yourself. I'm sorry. I see them talking that extension talk today.
Just send another.
They're talking about the CERB, man. Behave yourself.
No. They're talking about the CERB also one, yes, and the state of emergency lockdown. But we'll see. Doug Ford's using everybody else as a guinea pig.
You know what I'm saying? Herd immunity. Gutsy Guts.
You already know Gutsy Guts on all social media platforms. I just want to shout out all the man inside, yo. Hold your heads.
Yes, for sure.
You know, stay strong. I know times is hard these times too. Winter or summertime, so the weather's getting better and stuff. And I don't know how that is in there right now, but just hold your head.
Yeah.
And yeah, just youngins, come on, man. Let's do better. And Friday said something the other day too, like old head OGs. You guys might have to start hitting up your youngins too, bro. You guys might have to start talking to them. Real stuff.
Yeah. Myself included, you know what I'm saying? I agree, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it on my own back too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hit me up on all my social media platforms, Friday Ricky Dred, all across the board. Make sure to hit up my website, Friday, aka Ricky Dred. Like you were saying also, your cats are having a fucking war back there, family.
My bad, yo.
Off of what Gutsy was saying before with the people inside, big shout out to Lamar Ammo Skeet, you know what I'm saying? He hit me up the other day. He sent us a hail up. He said that the man them are you know, saying good things about us on the inside, you know what I'm saying? So big up to him and all the man them that are doing time. Hold your head, you know what I'm saying? Freedom is a must. Hit us up on our website, welovehiphop.ca. Hit us up on Instagram, We Love Hip Hop Network. And I think that's it. I'm going to take us out here with a track I mentioned earlier in the honorable mentions. Track by Free. Track is called Kinte Kla.
Also on the 6 Views Uncut too.